Hey guys,
What's up, guys?
welcome back to our channel. A video, a well-requested video is upon us.
For a long time already. Every time we go on live, it's the same questions.
Well, yeah, that and then some fun questions, just to get the snacks for before the video. Please don't do that. I promise you guys don't want to hear him munching throughout this video. It will be very strongly distracting. Okay. Anyway, so what we're gonna do in this video, babe, you can't do that while I'm talking.
One more time.
Okay, one more for me too.
Good. Too good.
It was 8 hours ago, and now it's like snack time. Okay? All right, so what we have prepared, our fun little guacamole bowl of questions. Babe, get in the camera, crazy butt. You join me. Okay?
It's a potion.
So we're gonna fish up some answers. So cheesy as that. All right, anyway.
What happened to the straw?
You weren't supposed to shove it in like that. It's okay, I like when you do that. Okay. So, he's distracting the hell out of me because why are you eating and drinking while we're doing this? The drink is okay, but we don't need the munchy shit. We don't need that.
It's good.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I found, aside from questions that people are curious about, some curious questions, wrote them down, didn't think too much about it, so I have to think now, put it in here, and we're just gonna take turns picking and answering the questions, basically. You cool with that?
Cool. Let's do it.
Are you gonna rock, paper, scissors? Who goes first?
No, you going first.
Why?
Because girls go first. Ladies
Scissors.
first. Ladies first all the time.
Alright. Okay, let's do it.
Fuck the bad straw. Look, you suck it for dear life.
Close my eyes. How do you express your love for each other? Okay, so I gotta answer first, right? Well, I'm super affectionate. I tell him I love him about 65 times a day. Ask him if he loves me about 65 times a day.
You love me?
You love me? You sure? I just have to. I try to do little things that he likes. I try to feed him. I like to...
Why do you rub my face when you say feed me? Like I'm a dog. I like to
feed him in every way you could think.
I like to feed him.
Alright, he loves to eat. Okay. How else do I express my love for you?
What's your love language, right? Kind of deal.
Well, yeah, but I feel like we have a little issue with that. But we can get into that.
When?
Because
right now.
I feel like you don't always love me in my love language, but we have to get into that.
Oh, okay.
You know, like, you know, someone like loves someone a certain way, and they're like, this is how I love, but that's just how I am, kind of thing. But it's like, okay, but you should kind of like research and dig into how I want to be loved and do that too.
Well, we're two different people in a lot of different ways. So I think we express our love by filling in the gaps of the things that we're not good at. And, you know, I'll show my love by picking up her slack and she picking up mine. So that's a big way of showing love, and it just comes together.
Definitely, like yin and yang.
Yeah.
There's some things he's better at. There's some things I'm better at.
There's a lot of things I'm better at, but we're not
I fucking knew that he was gonna say that because I was about to say, I'm pretty sure he's gonna say, what am I not good at? Or some shit like that.
Oh, there's some things I'm not good at, like cooking.
Okay, yeah.
It's definitely not one of my strong suits.
You're basically saying we fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll definitely live off cereal if it was up to me.
Mm-hmm.
I keep our life a little more organized. And if it wasn't for me, it probably.
I'm sorry. I think you are mixing up the question here.
It's okay.
You just said you're a little bit more something than me. That's not nice.
What do you mean? That's the truth.
We wasn't talking about that though.
I think I hear August.
You gonna go get him?
No.
You gonna mix it up? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be right. Let's mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. Oh, what is your favorite thing about your partner, mentally and physically? Let's start with physically, because the mentally will be probably a little bit more deep. Physically, I love his legs. I literally love his legs. I don't know what it is. They're like the perfect, like thick, but then not like chunky. Like you ever seen them frail ass, skinny ass legs? It just wouldn't work with me.
No fro legs here.
Yeah, no. So he has like nice, like thick, firm. They're perfect to cuddle with. I love it. And then what are my favorite thing about you mentally? I think that first of all, why you falling asleep? Because it's gonna contradict what I'm about to say about you.
What?
Like that, my favorite thing mentally about you is that like you could literally like hold a conversation. Like you have a lot of insight about stuff. You know, people who just be like, "Oh yeah, that's cool," or
Just
"Oh, that's crazy."
plain thing.
Just like blah and like don't have a lot to say. So you know, it's a blessing and a curse, but
Plain
he
Jane.
always has a lot to say. So
Plain Jane.
I like that because our conversations never die out. Like, yeah.
Sometimes they need to die because they go from this to this to this. And
Well, my favorite thing about you is that you talk so damn much. Okay? That's because you have so much in your head. So many thoughts. So
always got a lot in my head.
yeah, that's part of the mental. So that's my answer.
Physical.
Your favorite thing about me? Babe, you can't say that word.
Oh, that ass nigga.
You're so annoying.
Ninja. Yeah. I love Krysellie's curves, and I'm pretty sure everybody that follow her love him too. So that's the curves, and then the mentally part about it is, just mentally loving all around person. When you meet someone like Krysellie, if you know, you know. If you don't know, and if you've been following her for so long, you know how she is as a person and things like that. Probably through everything that she's been through, but just mentally strong in her ways, but definitely loving. She loves the shit out of just people, and I guess that's what grasps her. That's what a lot of people draw to her, should I say. They love being around her. So I'm going to say mentally is just her loving ways, and physically is the curves, of course.
If I forgot to mention.
Right. So just...
We'll throw that in there.
A loving, curvy girl. There we go. Let's put it together.
That's a great combination.
Great combination.
You got yourself a good one.
Great combination.
I love being curvy. Did you put it back?
Who usually apologizes first after an argument? Whoa.
Oh, can you read that loud and clear?
Who usually apologizes first after an argument? So, I think I'm real big on being honest. If I was wrong, I'm wrong. But 90% I don't feel like I'm wrong, which is probably not right. But so not all the time I'll be the bigger person to apologize, but a big thing about being an adult is to be able to apologize, and a lot of women can't do it. because I've met plenty of women that just can't say, you know what, I fucked up, I'm sorry. And men too, don't get twisted, but I'm saying on my experiences, I'm yet to meet women who say, "Hey, listen, I'm sorry, I fucked up." And we've had a few instances. Krysellie might have jumped the gun a little bit, and she definitely apologized. So who argues first? I guess it just depends on what's the case of the argument and who was naturally wrong. And even if sometimes it's not only one person, and sometimes both of us. Maybe we both just like really like jumped into whatever it is. So just apologize to each other. I'm sorry for this. Sorry I said this. Sorry I called you I don't know, a loud eating motherfucker, or that's what she would do.
Well, I love you so much, but you've never apologized to me?
I've never?
No.
It's a lie.
Can you recall a time?
I would apologize to you when,
and pardon me if I don't remember, but I am usually the one to apologize first. I'm usually the one to make the peace first. He's very, like he said, I'm usually not wrong. I don't think I'm wrong all the time. So
big Taurus,
that
if
ends
you know.
That leads to literally me just making the peace at the end of the day.
Yeah, you make the peace, but...
You don't always apologize. Sometimes you just look at me and smile. That's basically the apology. Like, we're not talking and you be like...
Yeah. No, yeah, there'll be times I'm wrong. I mean, sometimes apologies don't always have to be like, I'm sorry, Sometimes you just be like, let me get a hug, fuck it, that it is what it is, let's move on.
Yeah, that's more of his style.
Yeah. That is.
So he'll just like literally act like nothing happened, and then oh, now you don't want to hug me. Oh, now you don't want to kiss me. So that's basically the apology, I guess.
Well, that's just the way it goes.
I guess that's our relationship. So.
I mean.
But I'm more of a straightforward, like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, oh, something happened. Okay, so let's talk about it. Boom. Breaking the ice kind of thing. Whereas he will literally let me stay mad for a long time. No, it's okay. We're being honest and open here.
No, it's okay.
You let me stay mad, for real.
I'm just like, I don't know, I guess it's part of my personality. You want to make people realize what they've done wrong. And I'm like this even with my children sometimes. I like to stick it and drag it a little longer so I could feel like you really getting it. And that's just the way it is. Because sometimes people just don't.
Oh, you want to make me feel it? Got it. Mean ass motherfucker.
Definitely not me.
Challenges you've faced together. Definitely, both of us having kids outside of the relationship is a challenge, and not really. Well, yes and no. I was gonna say not really the kids specifically. It's more like everything else that surrounds it. But then we also, bicker a lot. We've come a long way with agreeing about things, because we used to disagree a lot. I think it should be this way. No, I think it should be that way. Oh, but you're too much like this, or you're not like this enough. Like, you know what I mean? So that's like a major thing that we've faced together. Probably one of the hardest, like top one.
Just definitely.
Because we don't really fight like for nothing. We don't have stupid little arguments.
No, it's
we're not like mean to each other.
It's definitely on our parenting, and I think I've gotten the you think that I'm not a great mom or whatever because I hit it with I judge on her
keep answering
her being a mom. Sometimes I judge that, and it's not more judging, it's just more putting my input as another parent to parent, and I'm not perfect, but I've definitely made my mistakes, and try to, make it better going forward with my children. And I would like to, you know, shed light to her on how I did things and how we do things. And but sometimes you can't always do that. You gotta let people fall on their ass and just realize, like, damn, I should have did this way, and see things like this, because kids, they all different and they all gonna do things differently. But one thing I am gonna say is, like, I always come with the same approach no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And that's showing rules and showing, being, kind of tough on certain things. And the problem is kids will railroad you if you let them. So you can't you gotta show them, like, I love you and I love you to the core of me, but you will not do these certain things, and that's it. You gotta show you mean business to the and being a parent, because I've seen people fail over trying to be more friends than parents, and that's not cool. So it's good to love your kid, but at the same time, you gotta lay down the law, and you gotta show them, like, this is how it's gonna be. And my mom was tough to me, and I ended up pretty well. I didn't have no bad habits when it came to things of the nature as, like, alcohol, smoking, things like that. So I gotta thank my mom too for being the way she was with me. And unfortunately, not everybody be like that, but I ended up like that because she played a real key role in that. So that's why, if there's anything that we had some disagreements with, was how we parent, but now we good now.
I think we have a good balance.
Yeah, we're working.
We trying still.
We're working on it, and it's still things. Cause kids are small. Our kids are small still, so they're learning, and then we learning how to raise.
So now we literally have one together. So, like, imagine it's like I'm one way with my daughter. He was one way with his kids, and then we combined our parenting to have our son.
Oh.
You want to bust out a rap for us? And now we have a son, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna face those challenges still going forward. But it's alright, because we always end up talking it out, getting through it. It's nothing you can't get through.
Don't let your kids do whatever they want. As long as there's times that we try not to, we don't let them do whatever they want, because the problem is it comes down to later on, and it becomes a bigger problem. So, still be strict in your own ways. Show them a lot of love, because a lot of love is always never enough for showing love. But you also got to show them and just teach them, guys. Just teach. It's not always discipline. It's more teaching. Teaching you how to be and this and that. Because as long as you don't care and we don't care, people gonna talk, whatever. But you imagine going to a party and your kid acting a fool. Think people don't talk? People do. So, raise a good child. Try to raise a good child. Okay? This is what we said together. What's one thing you appreciate most about your partner? One thing there's a lot of things I appreciate in my partner, but one of the things I appreciate the most is that if it's green, it's green, and if it's blue, it's blue. It's not too much going against the grain, and what we're going to do is how we're going to do it. And that's always the best part of having a good partner that does things like that, because you always got somebody questioning why or this or that. Boy,
because we have a lot in common too. I feel like we got our differences, but we don't have that many differences when it comes to views and stuff.
Yeah, we view a lot of the same things and how we do things.
And more so now, the closer and closer we get, it's like I could probably even tell you his views before he tells me. I could guess what he's gonna say about a certain situation or how he's gonna feel about something before I even bring it up to him.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know someone knows somebody when the house is a mess, and then 10 minutes before I get home, she's running and trying to do everything. Well, let me hurry up before this guy get home or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just knowing how you are. But, it's good that the person does that. If a person does that, they show they care, they show they love you. If they don't do that, they don't give a fuck. And that's just the way it is.
Well, that does go into what I appreciate most about you. A lot of things I appreciate about you. But I guess one is just like trying to get from the jump, from the beginning, he was helping me get my life in order, whether he saw it or not. I'm pretty sure he saw it, but since I've always been such a hectic, spontaneous person, unorganized, and I'm just not talking about physically unorganized, but like unorganized, like mentally, like I'm all over the place. Like and obviously by not having a set schedule or like a set like job that I like know I have to be at a certain time or day or whatever, like I kind of would live like just winging it. And then, yes, it worked out for me for years, but, it also has its downfall. So since I've met him, he's, like, shown, like, his dedication to, like, putting my life in order and on track. Obviously, because that's how he works. So he's kind of like, all right, well, this is how it's going to be. Because this is just better this way. And for sure, he has helped me a lot, so I appreciate that. He also does it so, like, with mad love. Like, yeah, he'll make his little jokes and little, you don't do this. Or, like, not that you don't do this, but he'll be like, I guess I gotta do this. Or, you're allergic to dishes. Like, how do you say, bitch, you didn't do fucking dishes nice? You say, you must be allergic to dishes. Yep. So, he'll, like, be nice about it, do it with love. Maybe he'll lash out every now and then. He'd be so dead ass, but like for the most part, he makes me feel good about like having him there for me and stuff. Like he don't make me feel bad.
How did you guys meet?
Okay. Perfect. You can answer that. This is the number one asked
question all the time. How did we meet? So we met off of Instagram from a mutual follower or a friend. Should say my brother Alvin. That's my boy. We went out one day and it was, I guess he posted a story that I didn't even know I was on it really. And he was recording while we was out, and Krysellie asked who I was, and I got sent a message of what she wrote to him. I guess he screenshot it, sent it to me, and then
I literally said, "Who's your friend?"
Mm-hmm.
Put me on. Or I think I said, "Who's your friend?" though, something like that with the eyes.
I don't know. I probably have it deep back.
I definitely have a screenshot of that in there somewhere because who would have thought?
And I sent the message, and that's all she wrote. From there we kept going and chatting and seeing how things went. She definitely, I guess, was iffy at first because that's a natural woman instinct is to kind of double nigga first.
I know I'm the one that
kind of double nigga at first, and then
I'm the one that went and fished, but then I had to pull back a little bit. I'm like, hold up. I don't want him to know I'm excited or whatever. So I left him on bed for like 2 days. No. Mm-hmm. Honestly, it wasn't purposely, but obviously he wasn't. Like I didn't wake up and immediately think of you at the time. You were a complete stranger. Now I can't even go an hour without speaking or knowing what he's doing. But yeah, so that's really how it happened. I shot my shot. He, checked it out, liked what he saw, and we went from there. From day one, well, after, those 2 days that we didn't speak, and then it really was one FaceTime call. And I even said to myself, depending on how this FaceTime call goes, I'm going to know if I'm going to like you or not, if I'm going to go forward with this, because one, like, what if I didn't like your accent? Like, what if you had an accent I didn't like? Or, like, what if you weren't, like, intelligent emotionally? Or, like, I just feel like immediately there's things that throw people off. And from my experience, one FaceTime call can establish a lot. So that one FaceTime call turned into hours. we were chatting, going off. And then we literally spoke every single day up until right now, this very moment. We have not stopped speaking. We literally don't shut the fuck up together, right?
Mm-hmm. Keep talking.
And that's really how it happened.
And talking shit to each other all the time.
So we went from talking every single day, all day long, to finally meeting, which was an interesting night. Because homeboy over here want to throw me to the wolves right away. He said, hey, I'm going to be in Tampa. Down. I'm going to be in Tampa with, you know, some swim, of my family.
You're bound to just down.
And long story short, I ended up in Tampa meeting him, not only him, his mom, his sister, and his stepdad. 3 very important, close people in his life that I was completely overwhelmed. But you know what? If I got through that, that's it. Everything else would be a wrap, right?
It went smooth though, man.
And they were great. I got the impression that they liked me too. So, which is funny because when we ended up parting ways, he didn't hit me up, so I thought it didn't go good. Like he didn't like check on me, like you just get feedback like, oh I miss you, or oh that was great, or like, you know, say something. He didn't say nothing, so I'm like, oh shit, like maybe it was something he didn't like, or. But no, I guess it went good, right?
Good, just just basking in it and saying, wow, you know what I mean? Oh my God. You know, sometimes you just, the craziest part about it is after seeing the message that Al sent me, the exact same night I had a dream, that she was in there and we was together and things like that.
I forgot about that.
And then and then it was just crazy.
Well, like he sent you a message, you saw who I was, and then
yeah, like
dream about me?
After I saw the message, that same day, that same night that same night I went to bed and things like that, I had a dream with you, and then
that's crazy.
Someone told you like, yo, this is it. I mean,
makes sense.
As we all know, the dating scene is very hard out there. Meeting new people is hard out there. There's no good people, and it's men and women. Shit is a fucking cesspool of crazy bullshit. And so, but there is good women and there is good men out there. And I hope, everyone finds love and finds someone who matches them, you know what I mean? Because it's...
And don't be against meeting somebody online, because look at us.
Yeah, for sure. Don't be scared.
Whatever you need to do. Whatever you need to do. I'm not ashamed to be a lover girl and wanting to find my person at the end of the day. It just so happened that I wasn't looking at the time. Like after going through a bunch of bullshit, I'm like, I'm gonna take a break from all that. But then I seen him and I was like, but before I take a break from all that, let me just try this one more time.
Yep.
And then boom. Now we're so deep in.
I definitely was not looking. Definitely wasn't looking. I was, had my fair share of BS that I went through, so I was just chilling. But if things happen, it happens for a reason. You should never fight it, never be scared. You know what I mean? Go for it.
Yeah.
So that was that. That's how we met. That's our story.
Yeah.
And still writing it as we go on. And I appreciate everybody that's on the journey with us.
And people who are interested and always sending well wishes. People who are happy for me. Who see me go through several heartbreaks, and now they're like, oh snap, we think this is it. You're so sleepy. Wake up. You just don't.
No sleepy today.
I know, I could sit there like, what is your partner's worst habit? Can I say 2?